Hey everybody, I was coming today because I am going to attempt to do my own nails. I am on a budget, so I'm going to do my own nails. So I want you guys to see me. It's easy. It's fun. You can go and get your own stuff. Like at Walgreens, they have the little supplies that you can get with the acrylic and the powder and the primer and everything. You just got to get your own nails. Well, because I am a cosmetologist, I was able to go to our local nail supply store and just get all the stuff that they would have at the nail shop. So come on guys, I want y'all to see me do my own nails. I'm just getting started. I haven't done this since I've been in cosmetology school over some years ago. So anyway, y'all come on, let's do this. The items you will need: your cuticle clipper, cuticle pusher or orange stick, the acrylic brush, waterless hand cleanser. You need your acrylic and powder. You need nails, glue, and a fingernail file. So you're going to go ahead and take your cuticle pusher, begin to push your cuticles back. You do not have to do this very hard. Do it gentle just to push the cuticle skin back. Go ahead and begin to clip around your cuticle area, not the skin itself. You do not need to clip that skin. You need to be clipping the layer of skin that is on the nail bed to remove that because you've pushed back your cuticle. Clipping the cuticle can cause more cuticles to grow back, and it just doesn't look right when your nails continuously have all that cuticle that grows because you've clipped on the skin itself. So continue to do this on all of your fingernails. And I do understand if you've already had that to where your cuticles get really, have a lot of skin there, then you're going to clip it off because you want it to look nice. But if you don't have that situation, then just clip that skin that lays on top of the nail bed. Take your file and just gently buff across the nail bed to remove any of the oil that is there, because you want it to be very dry when you get ready to adhere your nail with the glue. So I've just gently buffed across all of my nails, and then I'm just going to take some of my I'm going to take some of my waterless cleanser here and just cleanse my whole hand with it, because I'm doing this in my room and I'm not going to be going back and forth to the restroom or anything. So this is why I suggest that you have a little waterless hand cleanser. So because I wet my hands up, now I'm going to use this alcohol to go over my nail bed, because we know that alcohol usually dry things out really well. So I'm just going over all the nails to dry them out with the alcohol. So now, since I've done this with the alcohol, I will begin to just go ahead and get my nails. I previously selected my nails that will fit each finger, and I just put them in a little rubber band and put them to the side there just to go ahead and have them ready. So now I will proceed. And when you get ready to put your nail on, you want to make sure that nothing is too big on the sides, nothing is actually too small on the sides either, because you don't want it to be too narrow, and you don't want it to be too wide. So as I'm just making sure that I'm choosing the ones again that will fit my nail bed perfectly, I will go ahead and add glue to the nail. Now you can add the glue to the nail, or you can drop a little bit of the glue on your nail bed itself. They do have glue that you can use with a brush on it, and I see that my nail tech, she used to use the one that had the brush, which I find is very easy, but I just decided to buy these at the time because these were not expensive. And so because I'm cutting the cost on me going to get my nails done, then this one was appropriate for me. So you choose whatever type of glue application you would like and what works for you. So you want to make sure that when you're putting the nail tip on, that you're actually able to put it as far to the end of the nail as possible, because when you get ready to apply the acrylic, you want to have plenty enough of your nail bed to be exposed. So you don't put the nail tip like halfway down. You want to try and put it as close to the tip of the nail as possible. So continue to do that until you've put all of the nail tips on the nail. And it should not be a force that you have to do this. You should be able to just place it there and then, press, and then it lays there something like this. So now you can go ahead and grab your nail clippers so that you can determine what length you would like to have your nails. Go ahead and clip them away. Now you can begin to go ahead and file your nails. File them as narrow as you would like them to be, because I have a wide nail bed. I tend to like to file mine a little bit narrow, and just buff across the top of it slightly, just so that you can again remove some of the oil, so that whenever you get ready to apply the acrylic and the powder, it will adhere very well to the dried nails. So continue to do this on all of the fingers so that you will scratch the top surface off of your nail bed and the false nail. You can go ahead and just dust that off. And here I was supposed to add some primer to my nails, and I forgot to do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue, obviously, and do this. Now, when you dip your brush into the acrylic liquid, you want to just dip the tip of the brush basically, and that will allow you to be able to dip it into your powder and then just have a little bit of a ball that's going to be on the tip of the brush, so that this will be easy for you to apply to the nail. Now, when you do this, you also want to make sure that you get that ball to be a nice smooth consistency, because you don't want it to be too runny and you don't want it to be too thick either, so that it can gently and evenly just flow whenever you try and brush it across the nail. So again, just dip the brush, wipe it so that only the liquid will be on the tip. Go ahead, put it in the powder, get a little bit, and then add it onto the nail. Now, I like to typically start to get the acrylic ball to be in the middle of the nail, and then proceed with another ball at the back of the nail, and taking the brush and gliding that part up to the top of the nail. I tend to do it because I like a little bit of hump in my nail. I don't like my nails to be super flat, and so I try to stay at least maybe a half an inch away with the first ball, and then the second ball I put it right behind it and then glide across the top, and then I take the brush and just smooth everything out. Try to keep cleaning around the cuticle area and everything, because I don't have a drill, so I will not be able to drill any excess acrylic off. So again, just take your time and make sure that that ball is nice and smooth. And so I'm just attempting here to continue to do this on each one of my nails. So go ahead and do all of your nails this same way, taking your time. You do not have to rush to do this. Make sure that you begin to get you a steady pace, so that whenever you continue to do this, you will be able to have a rhythm, and you will be able to understand the way everything can glide on, and it can be easy. Now, I know that I said I was attempting to do my nails. I have always done my nails. Even when I was in elementary school, I would just super glue just the regular nails that you would get from a local store, and I would actually push my cuticles back and super glue those nails onto my nails in elementary school, and then I would polish them, because I used to bite my nails so much. I just hated that they always looked really raunchy. So now that I'm an adult, I still love to do nails, and so I just decided that, if I don't want to go and get my nails done anymore, and I've seen all these people become self-trained nail techs, hey, why can't I do it as well? So here we go. I'm just going to kind of show you guys again how the ball should look. You want your ball to be nice and smooth, so that it kind of liquefies, I guess you could say. And then when you place it, as you can see, it begins to get smooth. And now with it being smooth, it's going to be very movable, so that you can go ahead and just kind of glide that acrylic ball down the nail. And so here I'm just kind of tapping just to show you that, you can basically take your time and kind of tap it down if you don't feel comfortable with just actually pushing it down. So just go ahead and do that. Get another ball, like I said, and put it in the back of the nail acrylic that you had there before. Take your brush, and now I'm just kind of tapping because I'm trying to get it like as close as I can at this point to my nail bed without actually getting it all over my nail bed. And so then, you know, you just want to do that, tap, and then begin to glide it on down to give it that even flow across the rest of the nail. So, you know, you want to pat it on the sides, keep it clean, keep it nice and as neat as you possibly can, because again, I do not have a drill, so I will not be able to drill any excess off with a drill. I will be using a file only. So you take a little bit more, get another ball, put it on the tip of the nail, and then, you know, kind of brush that back so that it flows into the rest of the acrylic that you've already applied on the nail. Keep it clean, clean the sides of it. And if you need more acrylic, go ahead and get more acrylic and just continue to build this nail as thick as you would like it to be. I don't need it really thick, so it won't be super thick, but I need it to be somewhat thick because when I'm at work, I'm opening up boxes, I'm shampooing clients' hair, I'm doing a lot of things with my nails, and I can be rough at times, so I needed to have some type of thickness to be a little firmer than just a really thin nail. So okay, here it is. These are my nails. I think that they are nice. I like the way they look. However, a few of them was still a little bit too thin for my liking, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of the acrylic to the tip of the nails. And so whatever you need to do to get it the way you need it to get it, go ahead. Don't be afraid. You can go back over it. Just do what you need to do to get them to look the way you would like them to look. So here I am on my left hand, and so this is what I was talking about. I had not put the primer on my right hand, so now I am going to, no, actually this is my right hand. I'm using my left hand, so I'm just putting that primer there just so that I can go ahead and have that to stick better, and hopefully these will last longer. Now I'm about to measure them so that I can have both of my lengths the same. And so here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started with this left hand. I really don't think you guys really just have to see me do my left hand. I mean, my right hand. However, I'm just going to show you that you can actually do it the same way you did your left hand. It will be a challenge at the beginning if you're not, you know, left-handed, which I'm not left-handed either. I don't typically use my left hand to do, a lot of things like I'm about to do it with me applying this to my nails. However, I do believe that if you just take your time, you can actually get it on here good enough to where it's not super messy, to where it's when you get ready to file it with your file, you can actually make them look really nice. So just take your time. You don't have to rush. Just try to do the best that you can, and just keep in mind that at the end of it all, they're gonna look the way you want them to look. So if you cannot do that left hand, I'm trying to figure out right, left. But if you cannot do this hand and it's awkward to you, then I would suggest maybe you can just get a little hand and practice a little bit before you try to do it on yourself, so that you can get that motion of how you need to use your left hand to apply it to your right hand, because it can be a little bit challenging. It's something that's different when you're not really used to doing things with your left hand. So just keep practicing, guys. Just keep trying to do it, because at the end of the day, practice will make you better. So I just want to show y'all that I am actually doing it myself with the other hand. Okay, so here they are. I'm done now. I have finished both hands, and I just want you to see that this is the way that they look, and this is it. I don't have a drill, so I'm going to take my file, and I'm going to go ahead and get ready to file everything. So I'm going to file. Then I am going to buff, add everything, and there you go. Hey, watch out now.